30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
After the run, Tannehill going to throw. Wide open receiver, complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
First foray into the red zone for Miami. It's 1st and 10 from the 12. Out of the gun, Tannehill. Flush to his right. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. They were ball hawks last week. They had a trio of interceptions on defense. In the first drive, they pick up right where they left off.
They're creating quite a reputation for themselves, aren't they? And sometimes what happens is when they know that the defense can take the ball away, as they saw the previous week, now you try too hard to not let them take it away, and you force yourself into errors. They've intimidated them in a sense and gotten the ball from them.
And on the ground they go with the running back. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because when they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
2nd and 9 now from the 21. Now they try the right side here. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Allen now on 1st down. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. So after the penalty, heading in the wrong direction, 2nd and 15. Here's Allen. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bobby McCain. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
So now here come the Dolphins. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves.
That's caught And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Tannehill. He dumps it off to Drain. And despite the fancy footwork we saw, they'll get to him just inside the 15. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it'll be a 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. To throw on 2nd down is Tannehill. And his throw here is incomplete. Albert Wilson, the intended receiver there. And that'll make it 3rd down.
All defenders get tired of hearing about their lack of hands and why they're playing defense instead of offense. But in this situation, it was the hands that made the play. Batting the ball away on an attempted touchdown pass. Excellent job. Way to knock it down.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. To the air again, Tannehill. That's going to be caught. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Here's a run with Ballage into a mass of bodies, and I think they held him out. They did. No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
They're right there at the 1. No gain, but don't let that stop you.
And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Kalen Ballage, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins are going to take a first-quarter lead. Jason Sanders now for the extra point. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded at the 2. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Here comes Eagle offense now as they get set to take over here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. They give him a gain of 38. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Set! Blue 90! Blue 90!
Now the former Utah man, this is Devontae Booker. And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well. So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
All right, here we go. Green 39! Green 39!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
All right, here we go. Blue Lanny! Blue Lanny!
Now a play fake here on first down. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Charles Harris in there to bury him for a loss of 11. And with the play clock at 5, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a second and very long. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Flushed out right. And he'll get it down here to the 43. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain.
Partner was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up, but he still got a big chunk of yardage on second down.
Trying to lay one up deep. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Bobby McCain. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Tannehill and the Dolphins break the huddle. Come up 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Drake will start the drive on the ground. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Yards.
Let's make this one the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, I like it.
On first down, it's Tannehill. Incomplete. This is Albert Wilson. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a first down throw, Tannehill. He goes underneath the Drake. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a second down. Again, Tannehill. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Tannehill throwing again. Forced out to his left. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Sidney Jones. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Parker unable to get that one. This defense had 3 interceptions last week. They're on pace for more than that here. 2 in the first half.
Do not adjust your set. This is not instant replay. This is a defense that is locked in. They're essentially running the routes for the receivers and turning into the receivers themselves, aren't they? I mean, it is amazing what I'm seeing because the reactions of those guys back on the back 7, phenomenal.
And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20.
Set! 3-19! 3-19!
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. Now let's check on the call. Now they'll run it on the toss. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. Xavier Howard up to make the tackle.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge, whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end, in the direction they want to run the football? If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
Now Allen throwing on 2nd down. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's 3rd down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
Under 4 to play now. Clock running. 3rd down. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Being chased out left. And he locates Walker, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. They give him 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down is Allen. Escaping the pressure right. That one caught by Gibson. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Now let's go! Blue 90! Blue 90!
Allen to throw once more. And the hook up here with Jalen Strong, complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 and a 1st down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
All right, here we go. Blue 90!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
2 minutes to go here in the first half. We'll come back to Miami after this. On play action, Allen. He sets to fire deep. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
They'll try again from the 20 on 2nd and 10.
Hey, 20.
On 2nd and 10, Tannehill. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. Stills the intended target.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as he'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. The Eagles into the red zone for the first time. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. The Eagles hustling to the line, clock rolling. And now they'll throw with Allen. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off down near the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Count them now, 6 interceptions between last week and this week. Now, the 3 picks last week helped them to a win. They're in the driver's seat once more.
And they're the ones that are doing all the leading, aren't they? Right? The 3 interceptions last week, that led to a victory. 3 interceptions so far in this game, that has them out in front. We often think of the offense driving things. In this case, it's the defense, not just holding teams, but creating big plays for themselves.
They'll start the drive with Drake. And not much there at all, as he'll get this only up to about the 11. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. It'll be a gain of 6, and they're going to face a 3rd down. The pitch out to Drake. And he's going to get the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 22. And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
Get set. Target.
Tannehill on first down. Going deep here for Parker. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. Parker the intended target, and that'll bring up second down. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
Hey, 20.
On second down, it's Drake. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. So the two teams will head to the locker rooms here in Miami with the Dolphins on top. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded at the 2. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the third quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up.
Watch it now, Barney.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Brandon, that play typifies what we've seen from the offense all day long. They've had no success getting things going. I think for the offensive coordinator, he's got to go to that side of the play sheet that says, try something different. Try some specials, something they haven't seen all day to try and get this offense kick-started.
Steps away to it, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
Now the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Taking it about the 16. It's a nifty return of 29 yards. And it'll be Dolphin football. So here are the Dolphins now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down. From the 50, it's Tannehill. And this one is incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
The Eagles coming out as they get ready. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And he'll lose yardage here, back to the 15. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Allen looks to throw on second down. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
And a nice gain of 21 yards.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this off? Touchdown, Philadelphia! A big play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Tannehill and the Dolphins break the huddle. Come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now Tannehill. His throw incomplete. He was looking for Parker that time, and now it's second down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. On the toss play, this is Drake. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. He only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming. They'll fake the handoff. Now Tannehill. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. He's got him in. Complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A big gain of 38 there on third down. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. They go play action here on 1st down. He's going to let one go deep for, and this is taken in at the 5. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Devontae Parker, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Dolphins are in for 6. And it's up and good. That pushes the lead now to 15-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Eagles offense now, they head back on the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
And when the defense wins and gives up no yardage on a running play, that's something they can build on and carry themselves forward throughout the game.
Allen off the play fake. He's going to let this one go deep. That's caught inside the 20. And they're going to get this all the way inside the Miami 15. It's a big play there for the Eagles. 56 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
On 2nd down, here's Allen. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's 3rd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
Back now in Miami. It's the Eagles behind on the scoreboard, but with the football here as we start the 4th quarter. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Set. Green 39. Green 39. Detroit. 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 Detroit.
From the gun, it's Allen. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. In for the score. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. Jakeem Grant now to return. And he'll weave his way up, all the way up, a few yards shy of midfield.
Well, so much for the worry about how they would be after losing their lead. What a big-time return to seize the momentum back.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. On first down, Drake. And he'll get 3 up to midfield. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. Tannehill now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw, Tannehill. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Back to the air, Tannehill on 2nd down. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Going deep here for Parker. It's caught at the 10. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. On 1st and goal, Drake. A great move, but it only takes him to the 7. He's dropped there. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
He's going to get it running right. And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. Tannehill. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Timmy Jernigan. In there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a 4th down. The kick by Sanders is good, and the Dolphins have taken the lead here in the 4th. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
The Eagles offense back out onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Walker with a grab, left side. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Watch it now, Barney, Barney.
On 1st down, Allen. And Walker has it. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Play action. Now it's Allen. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3.
3-19.
Now Allen again. And he'll hit his tight end, Walker. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And the Dolphins have got it. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Here's Allen following the fumble recovery. Eluding the pressure right. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry? Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. And Jeffrey's got it. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. They've really been able to contain Alshon Jeffrey. That catch a rare exception in this game.
And that's a feather in their cap because he's such a tone setter for his team on offense that they try and get him the ball early. And, of course, what comes after that is often. And for them to limit him and him not catch a ball until the second half, it's a big reason why his team is behind on the scoreboard.
This is brought in by Gibson. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Throwing on first down is Allen. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Walker. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
They'll run here with Freeman. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. And now just 3 seconds before the 2-minute warning, they're going to call the timeout here defensively. Second and goal from the 6 this time.
Watch him now, Barney.
He's going to get it running right. And he goes backwards on this one. Losing yardage to the 7. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. And the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. and now looks to throw. And it's caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. They wind up with 6 on the hook up there, but it's not enough. 4th and goal.
Nice completion, nice gain.
Great tackle.
Really good tackle. Kept him in bounds, kept things going. What do you do here?
That's the question. Let's see what they do. Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. They come out here in the eye. They'll give it to him right up the gut. They stop him up short on 4th and goal from the 1. And the result, instead of the chip shot to tie, they turn the ball over on downs. The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field. They have the 3-point lead. Defense did their job. Now, late game. Although it looks good, you know the coaches, they haven't counted this as a victory yet.
I agree with you totally. Big applause for the defense, but no one is taking their headset off on the sidelines. They don't believe this game is over. The offense has to close this one out by taking care of the football.
And they'll try to close it out now. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Tannehill going to throw it. On the left side, this is Stills. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. Tannehill finding Stills, and it's a Dolphin 1st down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Tannehill hands to Drake. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. And the Eagles are going to go ahead and take another timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. Right back to Drake. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. 2 running plays go backwards, so what's the call on 3rd and 13 now? Victory very likely now for the Dolphins as they take a knee here.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. That's going to set them back 5 yards. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll run. It's Drake. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for Miami, they continue to be one of the best teams around as they move to 10-2. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Buffalo Bills next week. Meanwhile, for the Eagles, this loss cost them in the playoff chase as they fall back to 7-5 on the year. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Washington. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.